This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this Land Rover. It is a 2008 Land Rover LR3 SE. Obviously it's a all-wheel drive and it's a V8. It has 84,870 miles, actually a little more than that now that we've had it a little while. It's a 4.4 liter four-wheel drive. It has hill descent control, stability control, air conditioning, rear air conditioning, etc. It has a third row seats. When we get these vehicles in, first of all, this came from the Martinez area, which is the Bay Area. It's a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company. It's on a clear title. When we get them here, we do about a 2-hour inspection on these things, and during that inspection we drive them, we check fluids, we put it in the air, check measurements, brakes, blah blah blah. That's kind of what this thing looks like. Anyway, what we did with this guy is it got a brand new set of tires, it got 2 new O2 sensors, it got front and rear brake rotors and front and rear pads, it got a new cabin AC filter, and it got then it had to go to Land Rover to get the suspension module reprogrammed. That's what happened to this guy. It's a really nice rig. I'm going to walk around, I'm going to show you. Any issues it has are cosmetic, and they're pretty much average for an 80,000 mile 08. It's actually probably in better condition than most. Anyway, that's what the tires will look like all the way around. I don't need to waste our time doing that on every tire. There's been a little bit of touch-up paint put on this thing at some point in its life. But not much. You can see a little hairline scratch right there. If that shows up in the camera or not. Touch up here and here. You know, it's. I mean, I could pick apart anything. It's my job really to accentuate the negatives and not the positives, so that when a vehicle is, especially when a vehicle is paid by wire and ships, that it arrives in your state or your country. We just had one go to Tortola in the Caribbean, but once it goes to you, that and it gets to you, that you get more than you thought you were getting. I do know one thing: there is a stain in the back of right there that we're going to have dyed before it goes. There is no cover for this. It came and it just wasn't there. Obviously it's not really a big deal, but again, it's my job to make sure that you know what you're buying. That will be dyed as best we can dye it. Obviously somebody spilled on that, and for some reason my interior guys missed it. I don't know how you missed that. They did, and now that it's back from detail and I'm doing my last inspection, I see it. See a little ding right there. A couple little chips right there. Anyway, my brother took probably, I don't know, on this thing probably between 50 and 70 HD pictures. There's a magnifying glass that you can click on in our ads, which would help you very much in looking at in detail at things. Please use that. It's a pretty cool little device. I'm going to start this thing up. I'm going to move it forward too, because this glare is terrible for showing cars. And we finally just had a night below 50, so we're officially cold. That may annoy some of you who know what cold really is. But for us, we're cold. Doing the one-handed hood open is always fun. Anyway, typical Land Rover under the hood. Looks like a transformer under here. Very clean, very straight. And it is running. Anyway, that's that. Nice and boring, just the way we like it. Alright, let's go back to the passenger rear window. That's up and down. seats are in pretty good shape. A little bit of discoloration there. Pull this forward. Look in the back. You got the little blinds you can pull over the roof, over the fixed moonroof glass. Not much to show there. Again, boring is good in my business. But we got to make sure that there are no surprises. There's your driver rear. There's a little bit of a stain there. There. And let's pull this one forward. We did test the rear air on that goes from the, you have the floor vents and you have the upper vents, and it's blowing excellent. When I'm doing these videos, it's very hard to test rear air by myself, so we just got done doing that before I even started this video, and it worked very well. No surprises. Anyway, there's your seat tilting forward and back. All right. Back, up, down. That seat works fine. There are no mats. This cup holder is broken. You see it? It's supposed to have a little thing on it. Not happening. The details matter in our descriptions. A little bit of chrome coming off of that. These things are adjusters. They adjust the height of how you want these things, the armrest, to be. We've had about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 Land Rovers in the last couple of years, and so I don't really consider myself an expert on the subject. There's your driver window, passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window. Let's see, seat back, seat forward, seat up, seat down, rear seat back up and back. That works fine. Let's see, what else? We got mirrors, out, in, up, down, other side, out, in, up, down. Let's see, what do we have? We have a tilt wheel. That's underneath. That goes down. That's down. That works fine. Alright, let me hop in this guy. Close the window. Alright. Put the seatbelt on. Let's do the moonroof first. Actually, let's unhook that. Here's that, back and forward. There you go. Boom. That works fine. Alright. Got radio. It's AM. There's
Vote for Ron Barber, or else we could end up with...
Okay. Well, that radio works fine. Let's check the, before I say it works fine, let's check the steering controls. Changing station. Let me turn the radio up. Change the station. Alright, so the radio works fine. There's a CD player. Turn that off so you can hear me. Let's see what else we got going on here. We have cruise control. We have the phone deal. What else we got going on here? Oh yeah, we have all this stuff. We just checked this all out. Go like this, it rises. Do that, it comes down. And then these are all the road settings. Those of you who have these probably know that I'm bumbling through this. I apologize. This is not our specialty on Land Rovers, but we are trying. Anyway, there's the air, and it's blowing cold. Had that running for a little while, so that all works fine. Let me back up. We're going to test the. I want to test the parking sensors, since those are famous for never working on just about everything. So let's see what happens when I try to crash it into a 2000. Hear it? There they are. It's not going to let me crash into this 2013 Sienna, which is a good thing because that would be disappointing. Anyway, this is a really nice rig. If you come to Tucson, you're going to pay a dock fee of $250. You're going to pay taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. Our friends from Alaska that fly down quite often to drive them home, they have a 0% state tax rate. Lucky them, right? So they pay 2% tax and a $250 dock fee. Arizona's state tax rate is 6.1. So an Arizona resident's going to pay 8.1. That's the 6.1 state plus the 2 city. So they pay 8.1 and a $250 dock fee. If your state tax rate is 3, then you're going to pay 5% and a $250 dock fee. Pretty simple. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price and that's it. No dock fee, no taxes, nothing. Deposits. Deposit is $500. Once we have your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the vehicle at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. This thing has a great ride. New tires, new rotors all the way around, new brake pads all the way around, 2 new O2 sensors. I sent it to Land Rover here at the Auto Mall to get a module reprogrammed. And that's about it. Air blows cold, everything works. Let's see, so the guys told me one thing that doesn't work, which is kind of a silly thing anyway, is the windshield wiper sprayers on the headlights don't work. And no, we're not pursuing that, and we're not fixing it. And if you ask us to fix it, we're going to say no. Okay? These things are, we've done a ton of research on this thing to make sure it's a good running vehicle and it does what they do. But on this one, as far as water spraying on headlights, yeah, we're not going there. I imagine that could be a $10 problem or a $10,000 problem. Either one of them I'm not paying for. So that's how we work here in Tucson. We at Wheel Connects, we just tell you what's wrong, and you know, the people who can live with it, and the people who can't live with it don't. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to jump on it real quick here. This is a nice rig. I got to pick somebody up here right here on the right, and so I figured I'll make this part of my video. Beautiful ride. In fact, I'm going to take this home tonight and drive it, just because I'm kind of curious of how these things ride and run and the whole bit. So let's see, how do you open up the doors? I don't even know how to unlock. Huh, I don't even know how to work the door locks. How do you open the door locks? Where are the door locks at? Oh, there you go. There you go. There's the door locks right there. See, I told you I didn't know anything. Jason, you can be quiet now. Jason's like, yeah, I can confirm that. So we don't have windshield wiper sprayers, right?
No, for the headlights.
For the headlights, right. And we're not going to get them because, as I said in the video, that could either be a $10 problem or a $10,000 problem. It could be 10 seconds or it could be 10 hours, and we're not finding out either way what it is, right?
That's right.
Right, exactly. That is the Wheel Kinetics way to tell you what's happening, and people who don't like that news can find another vehicle to buy. That's all. Alright, let's see. It's had a great ride. Anyway, please realize this thing's out of warranty, and that there's no warranty for a reason. The people who built this ended at a certain mile and year. They know more than we know. If you're risk averse, don't buy anything used. If you're ready to take on a little bit of risk, this is a hell of a car. But know what you're buying. I don't know a whole lot about these cars. I'm sure whoever's buying knows more than me. But you may have to spend some of the money you're saving on a repair sooner or later. Okay? So realize that. Thank you.